Welcome. This is Jim Whitehead of Power SailServe and SailServe, and this is Generator Install 101. First part of the installation is the delivery of your generator. It's very important to ensure that you safely, without damaging the generator, place it where it needs to go in and on the customer's property. We, in all cases, use a crane. As you can see, the lifting of this unit, the frame, the base of the generator is designed for lifting, and we're doing exactly what is supposed to happen with this generator. Too often folks try to save money and will put it on either a cart of some type or rollers, and they will end up pushing on the frame itself, and in a lot of cases, especially with aluminum frames, they will bend and damage the frame. So the point is, do it right, make sure it basically is handled as it is designed to be handled. Now, it can scare the neighbors and so on and so forth when you're craning it in. They're probably a little bit afraid that the generator might fall and hit their home. With all our installations, we have a 100% success factor, and that's great. Now, you'll see that we maneuvered in place. It goes on in this case, a 3-piece slab of concrete that is designed for anchoring. Related to placement, it gets anchored in 10 locations, 5 on each side. We try to get it as close to the electric as possible and as close to the gas source as possible, but you need to follow local codes as to distances from either of those two. Like, for example, most gas requirements have it where the placement needs to be of the tank, for example, 10 feet from any ignition source. So the biggest point, we want to be safe with our installation. Also, you can see the installation and anchoring of even a portable generator, and we would cover it, and from a safety point of view from theft, it looks like it's just a grill. Your fuel, in some cases it's natural gas, and we just have to pipe appropriately. And by the way, it's an exact science. Depending on the size of the generator, the distance of the pipe run, we have to use charts to ensure that we're supplying the proper amount of gas. What you're seeing here is the installation of a 1,000-gallon propane tank. Tanks come in different sizes, from below ground 250, 125, 500, 1,000. You'll see in a minute a 1990, which is almost 2,000 gallons. You try to install the largest tank that you can afford. Having a good quantity of propane, in this case on site, makes a lot of sense for, of course, longevity, time related to running the generator, but also for additional gas uses, like, for example, tankless hot water heaters that can run on propane. Dryers can run on propane. We're digging, we have to, with this particular 1,000-gallon tank, we have to go down about 6 feet. In some cases, we hit a lot of rocky soil. This is closer to the beach and an older area. The fill is much better, and it really depends on what that tank would be sitting in. So you have to be careful to ensure that you get good drainage, and that you're not automatically putting a tank in a lot of sitting water, and the water will sit there. A good placement of a tank could easily last, the tank itself could last 20 years or more. So again, if you're doing it right, and that's the way we do it, you will have a tank that will last a good long time. As you can see, the soil is very sandy, and very, very appropriate for good drainage. Now, there's a 1,000-gallon tank in the ground. We have to anchor the tank. Without gas in the tank, believe it or not, these tanks can float. Now you see the 1990 tank. This was tough. It was a lot of rock, and because of it going under a paver driveway, we had to go about 7 feet. We had to have that extra, instead of an 18-inch neck, we had to have a 24-inch neck. And in a minute you'll see also the manhole that had to go over this in that driveway. Now you see a 1,000-gallon tank that's in a backyard. How we pretty much messed up the whole backyard. Now you see it as buried and all normal, and all you see is that plastic cover. There's the manhole cover. Had to go from a safety point of view, since people would be driving over that 1990 buried tank. Now your electrical, you try again to have it as close to the generator as possible. You either have the transfer switch on the inside or the outside, depending on the situation. You have to use proper wire size related to distance and the amount of power that you'll be delivering to the generator. And again, all of this is code. As part of my services to you, I will make sure everything is set up right for you. With everything installed, you've got power, and that's exciting. Thank you very much for being here.